Hey beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. I'm Josie with Awakened Soul, and we are here for a reading all about the person on your mind and the connection you share with each other. Today's pop-up is going to be focused on the present. So in our reading here today, we are going to be talking about your person's point of view, their perspective, and their experience in your connection at this time. The first spread that I have gotten out for us is going to be chatting about how they view you in this connection, what their overall viewpoint is about you. And then after that, we're going to do a deep dive into their overall thoughts and feelings about you and your connection. So we are talking about the present. These are all current energies. If you find yourself really resonating with this first portion of the reading, I am going to be doing an extended today on the future. So if this sounds like the current situation between you and your person and you're curious to see what might be coming next between the two of you, you are invited to check that extended out. A link to that is going to be found in the pinned comment and the description box. And you can also find it straight over on my Patreon, where you will also get access to over 150 other exclusive and extended readings. So excited for today's reading. Let's hop right into it, you guys. I'm going to get started by introducing the cards to you. If you find yourself resonating with this as we go along, I would love it if you would remember to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new. So first up, we have the Forest, the Nectar, and the Gem. We have the Monk / Nun, Seeker, and Beggar archetypes. These are all archetypes. And then down below with the astrology cards, we have the Moon, Full Moon, and Uranus. So first of all, this person may associate you with the energies of the moon. The moon does represent divine feminine energy, so that could resonate for someone out there. It could also be that someone out there has a moon tattoo, I just heard. So if you have a moon tattoo, your person sort of associates the concept of the moon or images of the moon with you, or even just like looking up at the night sky, the moon in general reminds your person of you. So that's very specific, but it definitely came through as the first message here. I think that you have a very adventurous spirit, or there's something about you that feels like an adventure to your person, as in this connection that they share with you and you as a person all feels kind of brand new in a way, like they're discovering something for the first time, and it's very exciting and thrilling. There's also a note that they were a bit afraid of you in the beginning of this connection. So I don't know to like what degree that was. It could have just been mild intimidation. For others of you, maybe it was a lot stronger than that. But I feel like in the very beginning, you were a mystery to this person, and it was a little bit terrifying to them, if I'm being honest. But as they've gotten to know you, as they've felt like they have a better grasp of who you are as a person, it quickly changed from maybe fear into excitement. Okay, so different types of anxiety. I feel like excitement is the good form of anxiety, I guess you could say, whereas fear is the bad form of it in a way. So nowadays, I think that your person is more excited than afraid, but I think in the beginning they were intimidated by you because they didn't understand you, maybe because you are so different and this connection felt so new compared to what they were familiar with before. We have the Nectar and the Gem coming out now, representing you from your person's perspective. And I feel like now that they've gotten to know you, they feel like you're a source of nourishment for them. Maybe you just have a very earthy type of energy to you, or a very watery type of energy that is calming, it's nourishing, it's refreshing. Your person feels like you're the type where if they're having a difficult day at work, or if they're having drama with friends or family, like you're the type of person that they want to go to feel better, to talk things out with. I just heard massage therapist. Maybe some of you out there are in the healing arts, like you could be chiropractors, doctors, nurses. massage therapists, estheticians, something like that. You might actually have like healing touch or healing abilities, because there's something about you that feels like your person in your presence gets a recharge. It's like you boost their energy up. You make them feel like they can be at peace and calm again when they're in your presence, which is like a stark difference compared to how they felt when they first met you because they didn't understand you. It could be that your person picked up on you having a really, really supercharged or strong energy, and that was foreign to them. They hadn't experienced that before. Maybe they never met a person like you before, and so they misunderstood the signals they were receiving intuitively about you because it was unfamiliar. And oftentimes that can happen when our egos get tested. It can create fear because the ego likes to stay in the familiar, even if the familiar isn't for its highest good. Even if the newness or what doesn't feel familiar is better for us, the ego can sometimes get a little bit intimidated and want to gravitate back towards what already feels familiar. So that could have been what caused your person to feel a little bit fearful in the beginning, but nowadays it's very different. They're not afraid anymore. They feel like you bring them peace and comfort and really just a lot of sweetness and nourishment. Now, with the gem, I think that your person has also gotten the chance to witness big changes within you, or they're just picking up on that. So it could be that you've shared personal details about your life with this person, or they themselves have gotten a chance to witness it firsthand. Because I'm thinking of like the diamond in the rough type of energy, where you may have been put under a lot of pressure. You may have had to go through really difficult life experiences. The deck of cards the universe handed you early on in your life could have been unfortunate. But instead of letting that get you down or weigh you down, you've chosen to rise above it and glow and shine. And your person is picking up on that. I feel like for the majority of you watching right now, they've gotten to witness this firsthand in one way or another. Maybe you've been through a tower moment with this person, or this person has witnessed a tower moment happen in your life. And instead of you choosing to, play the victim or get upset for an overly lengthy amount of time, you've chosen to kind of like pick yourself up by your bootstraps and keep on chugging along, I guess you could say. And if that's not the case, like if this is a newer connection and your person hasn't gotten to see that type of energy from you before, it could be that you're just very expressive. You've talked about your past with this person. Maybe you had a difficult set of years growing up or something like that, and you've shared personal details about your life with them, and they believe you if that's the case. So if they haven't witnessed it before, they believe what you've told them about your life prior to meeting each other, if that makes sense. Now with the monk, we have selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. The seeker, thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. And the beggar confronts empowerment at the level of the physical world, awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. So this person also feels like you've been on a journey of enlightenment and also personal empowerment. So again, depending on where the two of you are at with each other, take it as it resonates. If you have a long history with this person, they have gotten to witness this change firsthand. If this is a newer connection, I feel like you have already been very vocal with this person about your journey, about your life experience, and they believe you. So if they haven't gotten to see it, they believe whatever you've told them. If they have gotten to see it, this is coming from their direct observation of you, where they feel like you are on a journey of self-empowerment. And you're not just focused on the spiritual, you're not just focused on the physical. You want to be the best version of yourself you can be. You want to shine in all of your glories, so to speak, in every way that you can. So you could be on a glow up journey right now. Maybe you've been really working on your self-confidence or your self-esteem, and simultaneously, focusing on your ascension and trying to level up spiritually. They feel like you're very devoted to this cause. You're not the type of person that is comfortable staying still for too long. Maybe that's part of why your person feels like this connection is such an adventure to them, because you're not staying still for too long. You're not staying stagnant or stuck. You're always moving forward. You're always looking for ways you can better your life, better yourself, and level up. And I think your person respects that about you a lot. With the moon, we have cue up the cuddles, the full moon, all is being revealed, and Uranus, expect miracles. I really do feel like your person has seen miracles surrounding you in this connection, as in and I just heard the word happenstance. So like it could be at some point in time you and your person were around each other and something that is not possible to be coincidental happened, almost as if it was like a miracle. They got to witness this around you. And it's like this person started to believe you and they started to see a new side of you that they hadn't seen before. And they kind of view you in a way like a marvel or some sort of miracle because of everything you've gone through and changed. And I think that as time has gone on, they've learned more about you. They feel like they have a better understanding of who you are, how you work. And I think that every single day, this person becomes more and more curious to learn more about you and about this connection, why the two of you are together or met each other. And they love that. Now, specific message coming through, if you have been able to have like a physical connection in the 3D with this person where you're cuddling, hugging or embracing each other, they specifically feel like that is nourishing and healing to them. Like they really love your hugs. They really love your cuddles. They feel like also that would be really important to you. So it could be that physical touch is your number one love language, because we're directing their view of you in this reading. So they feel like something about you and physical embraces, cuddling, physical touch is really, really important. And we're not just talking about like sensual touch. It's specifically like emotional hugs and things like that. Your person feels like is like literally healing. So it could be that they feel an energetic exchange if the two of you do embrace each other. And if this is long distance or if you haven't been able to have that experience with each other yet, they think about how healing that would be because your energy alone is already so healing. They can only imagine actually being able to embrace that in the 3D would be quite nourishing and very emotionally healing. Okay, so let's dive into the tarot next. Let's get out some more specific thoughts and feelings about you that this person has. I'm excited for it, you guys. Let's do it. Which deck am I using? You know what? Since the last part of this reading was kind of cutesy, I guess you could say, I'm going to use my Kawaii Tarot. And pretty soon I'm going to rotate my decks again. Every couple weeks or so, I like to rotate out my tarot decks. So if anybody has any requests, if you've been watching my channel for a while and you're familiar with the different decks I rotate in and out, if you have requests, feel free to drop down in the comments. I am happy to listen. I am happy to take notes. Okay, so we have the 3 of Cups, the 10 of Cups. Okay, I see what they're doing here. Hold on a second, because I'm gonna pull a clarifier for there we go. That would make sense. Okay, so this is gonna be one segment. Let's get a couple more cards out. Okay, talk to me about this person's overall thoughts and feelings about the future. They really do feel like you're helping them heal. I can't stress that enough. There's something about you and your energy that makes this person feel like they're being healed. Could be the way you speak to them. It could be the advice you give them, just your energy, you name it, your presence, your light, your aura, your glow. But something about you and this connection makes this person feel like they can heal. Okay? And I feel like there's a lot of workings behind that. It's not just your energy. It's not just your words. It's not just you and the way you live your life. It's like a combination of a handful of things makes this person feel like They're a total champion and they can really take on any goal that they have and do their own inner work, okay? The Three of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, 10 of Cups segment we have here. I think your person has some third-party interference in their own life that they are in the process of working away from. I don't think it has anything to do with a romantic third party. Let me just throw that out there right from the get-go. Third parties can be anything from a friend, a family member, another lover, to a mindset, a job, a belief system, a financial struggle. Essentially, a third party is anything that creates a barrier or an obstacle between two other parties, okay? It doesn't even have to be a person. It can be a mindset or a belief system or an obsession, something like that. And I don't think it has anything to do with people. So I'm just throwing that out there, romantic or non-romantic. I think that it more or less is gravitating towards a belief system, or a pattern or a mindset or an obsession of some kind that your person has clinged to for a really long time. Specifically, the energy of insecurity. If your person struggles with confidence issues, or feelings of worthiness, of love or praise and attention from others, I think that your person knows that that's a problem now, and they want to work past that so that they can attain this 10 of Cups energy with you. It's like your person feels like you are a catch. I don't want to full on say they put you on a pedestal, because I don't think that's the case. I think your person, believe it or not, does have some levels of confidence in themselves. They know that they are good. They do love themselves to some degree. It's just that maybe they've been through some traumatic experiences or relationships in the past. They could have had lovers who cheated on them. They could have had major betrayal from friends or family. They've had some sort of experiences that have caused them to doubt their worthiness of true love or pure love. And in general, in turn kind of doubt themselves and their own worthiness, almost like they feel like they have to earn love or they have to do something to get it. You know what I mean? And they don't prop you on a pedestal. They do feel like they want to be a part of this connection and that they deserve it. But then there's that ego part of them that creeps in that says, we've never had this 10 of Cups before. I don't know if we're worthy of it. And so they're constantly battling within themselves of, questioning whether or not they actually deserve this 10 of Cups with you or not. So sometimes they might retreat back into these negative belief systems or, self-limitations, but then they quickly realize that that's not fair. They do deserve this. They do want this, and they just need to work on it a little bit, work on that inner healing. And I think that you're inspiring that. Maybe you're just a very nurturing, comforting, loving type of person. Could also be that you're vocal about that you're very vocal about how you feel about this person, or you're kind of like their own personal cheerleader. And so when they slip back into the self-doubt or the self-sabotage, that could be what makes them quickly realize, no, we're not going to do this anymore. We're going to level up so we can have this 10 of Cups. They feel incredibly lucky to have found you. They feel so fortunate, and they also are excited for a great turnaround. And I feel like that's for both you and them. They really feel like they can really take on the world in a lot of ways, especially since we have the King of Wands coming out. This person wants to be more like the King of Wands, to be honest with you. They want to be super confident, super charismatic. They want to feel like they're this hot shot, super attractive type of person. And they don't have to be masculine for this to be them, by the way. It's all about the energy here. And the King and Queen of Wands are both very charming, very charismatic, natural leaders, confident as heck, brave, bold, you name it. And that's how your person wants to be. And I think that they see a lot of that energy reflected in you, and they're kind of using that a bit as an inspiration to them. Now, there's also something they need to chat with you about. They want to bring truth to light. I'm going to pull one card on that to clarify if they'll let me before we hop into channeled messages. Okay? And it's this 2 of Cups right here. So if you're watching and this is not your current partner, or it's not like official between the two of you, it could be like a situationship or something that's just getting off the ground. This person definitely wants to clarify the status of this relationship or this connection. They want to talk about it. It's clear to me that they want to be with you formally. They're not interested in like a friends with benefits or casual type of thing. They want to be with you formally, and I think they want to talk about where this is going in the future. Now, if this is your current partner or somebody you already have that established with, it could be them saying, hey, I really mean it though. Like, I want to be with you for the rest of my life. How can we get to this 10 of Cups together? They just want to clarify the status of your relationship, the status of this connection, and make it clear to you that they want it to be just the two of you in union. They don't want other people in the mix or anything like that. They're interested in a monogamous type of connection. So, all right, let's get into channeled messages next. And then after that, I will pull tiles and charms to get you guys some extra confirmation and insight. Okay. Your person's been dealing with a lot of stress behind the scenes, and I'm not sure if you're aware of that or not. Okay, holy cow. Take a look at both of these two cards. We have two people putting their hands up to their face, just feeling overwhelmed, stressed out, and drained, okay? Your person's been incredibly stressed out lately. I don't think it really has anything to do with this connection. It definitely has to do with their ego, though, or maybe external pressures. Like, they could have a very stressful job. Maybe they've had to take on extra hours at work or extra projects at work or something like that. And so in general, your person wants you to know that they're stressed and drained and they really need to rest. There's something that's preventing them from getting proper rest. Okay. I'm going to read the rest of all of that to you momentarily. I'm just going to get out all of the cards first. Okay. So give me a moment. Yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense. Okay. Would make sense. Because we want this person clarifying this Two of Cups energy with you. So if you're already with this person, if you're in a relationship with this person and it's already official, I feel like they want to let you know that they really mean business. They want to be in a formal union with you, whether that means a celebration of union formally where you have a ceremony, or if it means like a wedding, like they actually want to marry you. This person wants to lock it down because they've already chosen you as the person they want to build this 10 of Cups with. Okay. Overwhelmed. The stress from this is draining me. I don't think the stress involves you. I think it's other stuff your person's got going on in their life. Okay. Sabotage. I mess up the good things in my life sometimes. We have already chatted about that, my dear. Your person has some kind of issue inside of them that makes them feel like they're not worthy of love. They have to earn it or they have to push it away because they're not worthy of it. So they sabotage it in some way when things are going well because there's a subconscious trigger within them that makes them feel like they have to earn something. And if they're not living up to their own standards, they push it away because they don't want to. It's like this vicious cycle, okay? Anybody who knows how vicious of a cycle that is, right? Where it's like you crave that intimacy, you crave that connection with someone, you crave this love, but the second you start actually letting it in and feeling it, it gets scary. So then they pull back their energy and they push it away. But then that hurts because they're like, why did I do that? That was so stupid. And then it's like just this vicious cycle that goes round and round and round again. And that's what your person is going on. Like they're on this little merry-go-round going in circles. But I think that they're starting to realize little by little that this is their ego playing tricks on them. It's their ego doing this and that they need to stop, okay? I let pride get in the way of our connection. I let my ego get in the way of our connection. And they're working on getting away from that. We have reciprocity. I want to have equal give and take. I think your person definitely sees that in this connection. They feel like the two of you really would be a good match. There would be a lot of reciprocity here, a lot of equal exchanges. Yeah, the two of you might be bringing different things to the table, but nonetheless, the table gets set and full, I guess you could say, because you're bringing a lot to it for each other. And then we have regret. I wish this never happened. There could be some things involving this sabotage that your person really regrets. And then again, the vicious cycle continues because then they feel like they have to push you away because they're not good enough. And then it just goes round and round and round again. I don't know what else to say. We have, who cares what they think? I hide my feelings because I'm scared. I want to marry you. Are you ready for it? And I think these three are connected. Now, I hide my feelings because I'm scared. That's up here with all this stuff. That they hide things because they are afraid of getting rejected, but I do think your person is or intends on working on that and being more emotionally open with you. Who cares what they think? I want to marry you. Are you ready for it? These are connected because I think this person really does want to take things to the next level, whether that means becoming formal, boyfriend, girlfriend, partner with you, or actually marrying you. They want to go for this. They're wondering if you're ready for it. And part of them wonders whether or not other people are going to judge that decision. So I don't know if there's been drama between friends, family members, or other parties in this connection. It could even just be that maybe this is a relatively new connection and your person feels like people are going to be like, are you sure about that? You've only been together X amount of months, years, whatever it is. You know what I mean? So they also want you to know that they are thinking about this, but they're also like, you know what? As long as you're good to go, I'm good to go. Who cares what other people think? I don't need them to tell me how to live my life. Okay? So that's what's coming out there. Let's get out tiles and charms now, you guys. And don't forget, we're doing an extended in today's reading where we're talking about the future. This is all about the present, what's going on with your person right now. We're going to talk about the future in the extended. So if you would like to know what is coming next, I invite you to join us over there. For those of you who are returning to the channel, I got a new charm dish. I'm so excited. After the hurricane, a whole mess of stuff happened. I had to temporarily put things in bags. Then I eventually got this for my tiles. And now I have a new cute little dish for my charms and I love it. So there's a little ASMR for you while I get them out. I love it. You guys, I'm a sucker for hearts. I just had to be honest with you. I'm a sucker for hearts. So if you can't tell. All right. Anyway, shuffle that up a little bit for you too. You're welcome to look at the top of the dishes. I leave them out for a reason, so you can get more subliminals out that way if you like. If you prefer to follow the imaginal rules of the ones that I picked out of the dish, that is also a-okay. There are no rules. That's the joke here. Okay, so that's a blank tile. We also have that piece. So we have ZIEITRP. I'm seeing the word trip coming out here, a vacation, a trip, something like that could be on the horizon for this connection possibly, or something that you or your person have been thinking about. We also have a cross coming out here. Someone in this connection could be Christian, believe in Jesus, have a strong religious or spiritual practice. We also have an elephant. To me, elephants talk about tenacity. They're all about symbols of removing obstacles, not being afraid of obstacles, and continuing to charge right on along. Even if obstacles are in the way, they don't scare off an elephant. And I think that's the type of energy that you and your person are able to embody with each other in this connection if you choose to. Okay? Now, these two last messages are intended to be just for you watching. They don't have to have anything to do with this connection. I always seal my readings off when I can with a message just for you, the viewer. And I do that so you can remember to recharge your energy and bring your focus back inwards towards yourself to do kind of a reset. So I invite you to take a couple deep breaths, take a drink of water if you need to. Whatever you see fit, or you can just start listening along, again, no rules here. You do what you want to do. Okay. Your first message is Archangel Sandalphon. I have heard your call for help. Your prayer will soon be answered. So there's confirmation for you. If you've recently sent a prayer, your prayers have been heard. Okay. And then your affirmation of the day, I invite you to affirm with me by dropping below in the comments. It is today I have faith. Today I have faith and truly believe that anything is possible. Beautiful. I am leaving this reading here and hopping straight over into the extended, where we will be seeing what is coming next between you and your person. So if you are curious and you want to check that out, info will be down below in the description box and the pinned comment, or you can just head straight over to my Patreon, whatever you would like to do. And if you're leaving me here, I want to thank you so much again for joining in on this reading. I appreciate each and every one of you so very much. I know that life gets challenging sometimes, but I hope that you know that you are a shining light in this universe and no one can replace you. So that in and of itself is beautiful. All right, you guys. Bye for now.